Okay, so this is going to be a video about the typical Minnesotan sayings, I guess. And my webcam is actually up on top here, so I might look into that a little bit, but I think for the most of the time I'm going to be looking down at my computer like this because that's where most of the information is. And I might be a little quiet because my parents are like out in the living room. It's kind of awkward. But here, so I found like a list of these on the internet, and these are just the ones that kind of like I appreciated more, I guess. So the first one is you've never met any celebrities. No, I have not. Vacation means going to Valley Fair. It can. It's like an amusement park here. It's like the only amusement park besides the Mall of America, which is for like little kids. You measure distance in minutes. Yep. It's 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away, it's 45 minutes away, whatever. You know several people who have hit a deer. Yeah, happens a lot. It's a lot of dead deer on the side of the road. Your school classes were canceled because of cold every year. Your school classes were canceled because of heat. No, but it could be because it does get over 100 degrees here as well. You've ever had to switch from heat to AC in the same day? I do that a lot. In the fall and spring, you do it a lot. You wake up in the morning and you crank the heat before school, and then after school, you turn on the AC because it's too hot. You see a car running in the parking lot at the store with no one in it no matter what time of year. That's true too. Because if it's in the winter and it's too cold, you leave your car running with the heat on, go into the store, come back out, and usually your car is still there. And then the same thing in the summer, but with the air conditioning. You end your sentences with an unnecessary preposition. Example, where's my coat at? Or, if you go to town, I want to go with. I say that all the time. Who are you going with? What time are you leaving at? Anything like that. Sorry, motorcycle. Um, you carry jumper cables in your car. You know what cow tipping and snipe hunting is. I think cow tipping is pretty self-explanatory. Tip cows. You design your kid's Halloween costume to fit over a snowsuit. Yep. You find negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit a little chilly. That's true as well. Gets negative 20 a lot more than it should. You know all four seasons, almost winter, winter, still winter, and construction. Yep. Currently it's construction, um, which is like summer for most people, I guess, but it's the only time of year we can do construction. You know if another Minnesotan is from southern, middle, or northern Minnesota as soon as they open their mouth. I probably could. I think I could. You actually get these jokes and forward them. Yeah, down south means Iowa. Yep. Snow tires came standard on your car. Yep. 75% of graduating class went to the University of Minnesota. I don't know that many, but I'm sure if you live in the cities, then it's more common. The Twin Cities. People from other states love to hear you say words with O's in them. Probably. I don't have many friends outside of Minnesota, so I don't really know. You assume when you say Twin Cities, people know where you're referring. Yeah, I just did that. Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul. You own an ice house, snowmobile, and a four-wheel drive vehicle. Yeah. How else would you get around? You know that when it comes to AM, there's only WCCO. Besides, what else do you need? Yeah, it's the only AM. There's FM that I listen to more, but everyone you know has a cabin. Basically, everyone I know has a cabin. You consider it a sport to gather your food by drilling through 18 inches of ice and sitting there all day hoping your food will swim by. I haven't ice fished, but my dad does it a lot. You're proud that your state makes the national news 96 nights each year because the Falls, International Falls, is the coldest spot in the nation. I wouldn't doubt it. You have refused to buy something because it's too spendy. I did not know that spendy is like a Minnesotan term because I hear it a lot. Like you go into a store and it's like really expensive. And you're like, oh, that's spendy. Oh, I don't know. Maybe moms say it more. I don't know. You have no concept of public transportation. We don't have public transportation in my town. You instinctively walk like a penguin for 3 months out of the year. Yeah, because you have so much clothes on, you can't walk normal. Someone in the store offers you assistance and they don't work there. That's happened a lot. You know more than one person that has hit a deer. Yeah, I think that was our area. You have apologized to a telemarketer. Nah, you should just hang up. You may not have actually eaten it, but you have heard of lutefisk. I have, and there's a lot of people in my grade at school that knew what it was, and I didn't. But apparently it's popular. You know what and where Mille Lacs is and how to spell it. Yeah, it's a lake. Nothing gets you madder than seeing a Green Bay sticker on a Minnesota car. I don't care for football. You have worn shorts and a parka at the same time. I wear shorts and a sweatshirt all the time, but I don't know what parka. I like a. I don't. Whatever. I would never say parka ever. You have either a pet or a child named Kirby. Okay, I just put this one on here because I don't know what the deal with Kirby is, but I have never heard of anyone named Kirby or a pet Kirby or anything. Your town has an equal number of bars and churches. My town has a lot of churches, basically every corner, and only like 5 bars, so I don't know what that one is. You have had an entire telephone conversation with someone who dialed a wrong number. I have. Well, they called me and I missed it, and then I called them back, and then we talked for a little bit. The only reason you go to Wisconsin is to get fireworks, to fish, or to buy beer on Sunday. I don't live too close to Wisconsin, so I don't do that. You know how to say Wyzetta, Manamita, and Shakopee. You drink pop, not soda. Nobody here says soda. Literally everybody here says pop that I know. Every January from age 2 to 13, you let your older siblings talk you into putting your tongue on a steel post. I did that. It's not fun. It's not fun. Your town has an annual festival honoring a fruit, vegetable, or ethnic food. Yeah. You've gone trick-or-treating in at least 3 feet of snow. Yep. 3 feet of snow is pretty typical. You have friends who schedule their wedding in the middle of January without a thought about weather conditions. Yeah, that's true too. I actually went to a wedding last winter or 2 winters ago. I don't know, it all blends together, but it was really snowy and not very smart. Consider snowbanks to be just another rough on the golf course. I don't golf, but I'm sure a lot of people golf when there's snow because there's snow about 8 months out of the year. The physician giving a lecture on gastrointestinal disorders talks about your tummy. I don't. Okay, tummy, like stomach. I thought everyone said that, but if it's just a Minnesotan thing, then that's new to me. But tummy, yeah. Your town isn't trying to be ironic when it plans a winter carnival. There are winter carnivals, and it's not a joke. It's serious. Your bank has the same name as your town included in its name. Yep, basically every town. You know where the Iron Range is? Yep, up by Lake Superior. Temperature in March is above freezing for 3 days in a row, and you think it's summer. That is also true because from about October to March, it's about 0 degrees or below zero. And so if it gets up to like 40, it honestly feels like it's really hot. You laugh out loud every time you see a news report about a blizzard shutting down the entire East Coast. I think that's funny because usually it's like 2 or 3 inches, whereas for us to close school, even like high school, it has to be like 6 inches with a lot of wind.